Happy Friday, everybody. I hope everybody is doing well. Today on Raycer's Retro Rips, I got a package, and from the thumbnail and the title, you guys know what it is, but we're going to go ahead and crack into it here. I hope that it came in unscathed, etc., etc. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. Yeah, I've been looking forward to getting these again. I didn't know when I was going to, but I did finally get them. And yeah, I had heard from several sources that the prices on these were going up. In fact, Mr. 95 Cents was just talking about it the other day. Pastor Ken did a rip, what was it called? Rip with Friends? A relatively recent video that he did, I'd say maybe a week ago tops. All right, so we've got some stuffing. It's always good. And yeah, Pastor Ken did a fun rip with the '89 Fleer baseball. And actually, he was with Sabi. Now that I think about it, he was over at Sabi's doing the rip. So he and Sabi both ripped a pack together. And that was fun to watch, for sure. So we've got a lot of styrofoam goodness there. Flaking all over the place, but it's all right. And the box appears to be intact and no worse from what we can tell. So, all right, big box. Is there anything else in here? Miscellaneous cardboard. No notes, and I'm not going to make all that styrofoam scratching sound. All right. Save you guys that torture. So, we're going to go ahead and get into it. Now, what I'm going to do is, this is going to be a part of the Raycer's Retro Rips, and generally speaking, those are pretty much going to be shorts. Occasionally, like in this video, I'll go through a little bit longer of a process. So, first of all, we're going to go ahead and see. Okay, so it has it taped all the way around here. So I think what we're going to do is, and actually, you know what? I'm not even going to use the knife. I'm going to use Ken Griffey Jr.'s Winning Run baseball bat, brought to you by the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. So let us go ahead and cut into plastic. Yeah, the tape is all the way around there. So I am going to go ahead and safely cut like so. I remember opening this box. I remember buying a box, with my own money as a kid and just being so excited. For everybody that remembers back in the 80s and the 90s, when you would buy a box like this, we're talking like a 36-pack box of cards, you felt like you had the whole set, essentially. You were like, my gosh, all these cards, this is unbelievably awesome. And it is. But yeah, I distinctly remember that and the good old days. Okie dokie then. So, pen goes back. We'll go ahead and set up Gary Carter to preside over. I threw in an extra Billy Ripken now. This is not the Billy Ripken card that we're looking for. But yeah, I actually purchased this off of eBay. But he was kind enough to throw in a Billy Ripken card. You can see the black tape down there. And yeah, it's what I call the Fool You card when I describe it on YouTube. And actually, we're just going to keep the box like it is. All right. So I'll go ahead and snag a pack right there. That's going to be the one that we open today. Shout out Gary Carter, legendary catcher, Hall of Famer. Does it have any cards? Yeah, it does have cards on the bottom. Let's see who we have. So we've got ourselves Alan Trammell, George Brett, and Mike Greenwell with the Detroit Tigers team card. Outstanding. All right, so let me go ahead and get some stands. All right, we got some, little styrofoam action there. Yeah, and this is my vintage entertainment center, for those who do not know, that I've had since 1985. This is where I had cards. I also had at the time TV below, which eventually I'll show that, but it's the original Nintendo Entertainment System, all my video game stuff, the games, the whole 9 yards. And yeah, I spent many a days looking in this exact direction, looking at this exact entertainment center setup, playing games, going through cards, the whole bit. And over the years back, rather, I had actually taken this whole set, and it was going in the essentially in the trash, I believe. Yeah, if I remember right, I had placed it in my parents' garage, and it was just kind of, collecting dust. And for whatever reason, it was never thrown away. I don't know the deal. I'm not sure. But years later, I saw it, and, when I kind of started feeling a nostalgic vibe, and I'm like, I can't let that go, man. I got it. And I was like, I'll put this in this room, and yeah, it's suited me well since. So this is, my original entertainment center, my card playground, if you will. And okay, so enough story time. We're going to go with the pack of the 89 Fleer, and then I'll follow it up with a Donruss 91 Series 1, Series 2. But first of all, let's see if we get anything out of this pack. I can already see through the pack we got some sticker goodness. Let's see, what does it say on the 89 Fleer? Official Fleer baseball card team set album. Only $4.50. You get a deluxe gold stamped team album with 10 heavy-duty top-loading pages. I would have loved to have had one of those. On a plain piece of paper, print your name, etc., etc. Cannot deliver to a P.O. box. And what does it say? The first to collect these limited edition Fleer baseball card sets. Fleer 89 All-Star Team 12-card set randomly packed in wax wraps and value packs. Fleer For the Record 8-card, or is it 6-card? 6-card set in 3 packs only. Man, yeah. All right, it does feel officially sealed. You never know these days. Now let's see who we can get. Lots of, besides the Ripken, of course, as we all know, many of us know, many outstanding rookies. Ken Griffey Jr., I would love to get a Griffey Jr. rookie. Randy Johnson, John Smoltz, go on and on. You got Gary Sheffield in here. There's a lot. All right, so Cincinnati Reds sticker. And starting off with Keith Atherton. Hojo, Howard Johnson. Mark Clear. Jamie Quirk. Dave West. Rich Yett. Eric Davis, there you go. Solid player. Kelly Paris. Oh, got 2 of them. Carlos Quintana and Trevor Wilson. Yeah, if I remember right, I think that Carlos Quintana is actually a rookie card. I don't know how long he played, but I just remember that from the old days. There we go, Mark Grace. Second-year card. Definitely putting Mark Grace up there. I'm trying to see. Oh, yeah, that's just dugout action. Okay. I couldn't tell if that was like, what do you call it, paper loss somehow, but it's not. And followed up by a Robin Yount Hall of Fame goodness. Dante Bichette on the rookie card, 89 Fleer. That should be his rookie year. Eric Bullock, I think that's his rookie year as well. Yep, Dante Bichette, rookie card. Yeah, Eric Bullock, I remember at the time. He was a prospect, promising star back then. And a Doug DeCenzo, I think that's his rookie card as well. Yeah, he had a ton, Eric Bullock, of... oh, wow, he was with the Stros years before the Astros. I didn't realize that. All right. And then Doug DeCenzo, little Doug DeCenzo. Yeah, I'll never forget when Rob Dibble was mad at Doug DeCenzo for getting a bunt off on him. And instead of throwing him out at first base, Rob Dibble picks up the ball and pegs him in the back. Doug DeCenzo safe at first. And yeah, that's his rookie card. Poor little Doug. All he did was bunt. All right. So first pack, 89 Fleer. Mark Grace, take that all day. Dante Bichette, Robin Yount, and some nostalgic fun. I love it. Yeah, and this box, it did jump up in price. I mean, as we all know, the junk wax era cards, 89 Fleer, etc. For years, they, were around the $30, $40 range, less in some cases, of course, and that's still the same. It's for some sets. But 89 Fleer has gone up. And yeah, so I'm going to take my time with this. I'm going to show restraint as much as I would love to just tear into the entire box like I did as a kid. I can't do that. So I'm going to show some willpower, show some restraint, and open a pack a day. Because I'm not rich. All right, so here we go. Series 91, Don Ross. And, with this here, of course, the Hall of Famers looking for. But, it's unfinished business, I call it. My dream hunt for, at the time specifically, the Ryne Sandberg autograph, which can get in Series 2. But there's Nolan Ryan Legend card and these Elite cards. It's extremely rare to get. So without doing research, guys, make sure you do research first before you just go and buy these. Don't expect to open them. You have a much greater chance getting a Kaboom, a Downtown, than you do getting whatever might exist or is left circulating out there. But if I got one, especially a Rhino auto, that would be amazing. All right, Alex Fernandez, Norm Charlton, Willie Frazier, Greg Maddux. Take me some Maddux. There we go. Jeff Reardon. Lonnie Smith. Chris Hoyles. Bob Welch. All-Star card. Matt Williams. Diamond King. It's a nice Matt Williams card right there. I'll put that up just because. Got a Ray Langford rookie card. Dana Keeker, Sergio Valdez, Alan Mills, Scott Radinsky, and the puzzle piece. So, all right, that's going to do it. Series 1, and then Series 2, and then we're going to wrap it up. So, all right. Puzzle on the back. Okay, we've got Bob McDonald, Alan Anderson, Ron Hassey, Eric Plunk. Yeah, the last 2 packs of this, I got Griffey Jr. MVPs back-to-back. That would be amazing if I got another one. Carlos Hernandez, just out of, for coincidence sake alone. Mike Stanton. What are the odds? Ted Power. Chris Neboles. Mike Harkey. I remember Mike Harkey for the Cubbies. Ken Griffey Sr. He must have been listening. And I do collect Ken Griffey Sr. Ken Griffey Sr. and Jr. If Jr. was in this pack, that would be amazing. We do have a Tim The Rock Reigns Hall of Famer. Followed by a Rick Sutcliffe. How about that? The Red Baron. For the Cubbies, Rick Sutcliffe, one of my faves. Scott Aldred. Gosh, I remember that name. As a kid, he was a prospect. One of those rookies that was all hyped up in the beginning. Zane Smith. Alvin Davis, very solid player, longtime Mariner. And the puzzle piece. So that is everything, my friends. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful start to your weekend. And yeah, feel free to comment any thoughts you may have about the 89 Fleer, the 91 Donruss, or any thoughts at all. I appreciate all of your support. Thank you so much. And until next time, have a good day.